We were just, asking him about. He said he thought maybe you guys took the players took them a little light at the beginning of the game.
Well, I mean, I think first you got to take your hats off to them because they came and played a pretty good football game, and I thought they did a real nice job of different unbalanced sets and forcing us out of gaps, and their running back ran the ball hard. So, sometimes you got to take your hat off to them as well.
It's funny, we see all these new offenses, and it was, their quarterback was spinning and kind of a lot of misdirection. Did they kind of have you off balance for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you read your keys and you follow your keys, I think when you play disciplined football, I think that you don't worry as much about that, and we didn't do that in the first half. I think you can just tell them pregame we were completely flat. I mean, it was, we can't come out and play football games, and I think sometimes, because you have St. Joe last week, and then you're coming in and you kind of look at the score a little bit, our kids can score, and you can't do that, and I think every team is a varsity football team, and certainly they're a talented group.
Now, St. Joe's a tough way to start the season. How did you get your team past that? So you start off, everybody wants to start off and be undefeated and win a state championship. When you get beat like that the first half, how is it to get them refocused, to get going back and saying, hey, we still have another set of games to go?
Well, I mean, I think anytime you play a football game, it's just 1 week, and we try and approach it 1 week at a time, because at the end of the day, whether you win or lose, there's always next week, and you hope that if you just focus on the process of playing week by week, that when the time comes, your body of work will be good enough to get you in the playoffs.
I know you coached here at Middle. What was it like being on the opposite side tonight?
I have a lot of great friends. Frank and I are really close. We talked every single night this week. And then obviously Scott Roderick was at Scuderi, and Kopakowski, and who's the superintendent here, and Dave Salve, assistant superintendent. We're all close. My wife works in the district. She's the head lacrosse coach here, so there's a lot of ties, and so it was more than anything else. It was a fun, friendly week. And sometimes you miss that about football, because the rivalries are so intense.
So now you know what Andy Reid was going through, right?
Oh, man. I don't know if I put myself on that.
You got Mainland next week, so you're getting back into the conference schedule. What do you want to work on for Mainland?
I think we got to eliminate penalties, and we got to eliminate turnovers. I mean, we just made way too many mistakes tonight. I mean, from turning the ball over, twice down deep in their territory, and then obviously we got one back. I thought we played better defensively as the game went on. We have to play more consistent. We have to come with a passion to want to play football.
Do you think that changed the game when they fumbled the ball down here? That was the turnover?
Yeah. We tried to hit them with a blitz that we haven't shown all night, and we came clean and we got it in the backfield. I think we would have stopped them either way. And then when the ball popped out, obviously that's an added bonus, because now you get a little bit of momentum. And then really that we just took the ball the length of the field and scored. And I think that was the backbreaker, because instead of it being a 2-point game, now it's a little out of reach.
The other night, Chip Kelly was getting criticized a little for running the play and not getting the clock down. Do you wish that maybe you killed the clock? You had 1:30 right before the half. Mm-hmm. You threw 3 passes, and they ended up scoring there.
Never. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you play to win.
All right.
So we get the ball, and our philosophy is try and score as many times as we can in as little possible time, and hopefully that gets you enough points at the end of the game to win. But, we play great defense, so at the end of the day, you don't mind doing those things because you don't think,
right.
I mean, really that was the only score they had.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.